told you I was right. Nah. Let me do it better than this. We don't vlog enough. We don't vlog nearly enough on Three Black Geeks. The reason why is because me and Chris had this weird fucking habit, only vlogging when, not only when we feel like it, but when it's something that we really, really like and there's news surrounding what we really, really like. You will never get some mundane shit where Chris is talking about, oh man, my tires blew out. You're never gonna get some mundane shit with me like, oh man, I was playing a video game and I thought it was okay. You're never going to get that with us. That's never going to fucking happen. So today it was just weird because we all heard about, what happened with WB. And not WB, fucking Rotten Tomatoes. And it makes me feel that I told all of you 2 years ago. 2 years ago, but when the whole thing went down with Batman versus Superman and everybody downvoted it and all the rest of that bullshit, everybody took it to heart. A lot of people, for the first time ever, took that rating that Rotten Tomatoes give out and actually really went by. And I immediately said no. The reason why I did it because, main reason why is because while I don't believe in Illuminati, I do believe in the fucking power of Disney and how they how they have people who really fucking stand for them and they will do anything for them. Now, combine that with a love of Marvel Comics and bullshit like that, of course, you're going to get a whole lot of people that's going to sit there and basically push the narrative that a movie sucks, even though it doesn't. I thought the same thing happened to Batman versus Superman. I thought it happened to, also I felt like the same thing happened to Fantastic Four, even though that movie was ass anyway. I don't think you're going to get any one person to really say that movie was good. So whatever, but it felt like there was a fix in for that shit, no matter what. You know what I mean? And then you could bring up like, well, they didn't do that for Suicide Squad. You know what? Yeah, you're right about that. They didn't do it for that. But it didn't feel right. None of that felt right about it. This is supposed to be the big movie that's supposed to come out, and it just got hammered. And yeah, it had its bad shit in it, but it just got fucking railroaded on Rotten Tomatoes to the point where even people who didn't like the movies like, come the fuck on, that's ridiculous. So let's fast forward to now, Justice League coming out, yada yada yada, and reports coming out that Rotten Tomatoes is full of shit, much like the Razzies are when it comes to the Oscars. Full of shit. I get it. It's a bunch of jaded ass critics who want to be snarky, who either didn't see the movie or don't want to see the movie, or off the break is like, yo, fuck that movie. They just come out and say that shit. So I mean, yeah, fine, that's cool and all that, but you do realize that, I think a lot of people don't realize this, period. There's a principle, there's many rules to the world. You know what I mean? What goes around comes around. What goes up must go. The one thing a lot of people don't realize is that words have power. Words have power. And if you're a person that have a lot of followers, a lot of people that like you, whatever you want to say, whatever you say is going to resonate in them, and it's going to reciprocate and go around and around and around. And people don't realize that words have power. And what ends up happening is, when you get these critics who really do have a fucking chip on their shoulder, really don't like a certain person, or even the movie in general, they're going to get a gang of people around it that's going to listen to them, and listen to them very, very hard. I mean, not very, very hard, just like, just like off the break, like, yeah, you're right. Hell, even I do it. Everybody does it. This is fucking YouTube. That's what YouTube was fucking made for. People do that. That's going to happen. But there's consequences to that shit too. And what we had happen was a lot of motherfuckers came out of the woodwork left and right, not just about Batman versus Superman and all the rest of that shit. We had people who were literally saying that what Rotten Tomatoes says goes. You can go by what they say. It's a gold standard. They even said that shit for Metacritic. And this is coming from a movie critic. Here. I'm a movie critic. I need to know what I say is going to resonate in somebody. It's going to make people do that shit. Good example. The Razzies has a great example of that shit. what is it? Mommy Dearest won worst picture of the year, whatever you want to call it. It got the Golden Raspberry. And if you look at that movie, the movie's actually very fantastic, very well done. Why did it get it? All because of one stupid scene, no more wire hangers. And that's why he got it. Or some other bullshit that they said that happened with it. And I'm thinking to myself, why? Who did this shit? It was people who had this knee-jerk reaction to it. People who didn't watch it. People who had their own fucking motives toward it. And that's what happened with this one. You mean to tell me you get a bunch of comic book geeks around each other? They're not going to do the geeking out shit where they start leaning on each other, start trying to figure out like, oh man, fuck Marvel. Oh man, fuck DC. That's going to happen. And even with this movie, I had prepared for people to go in there shit like, yeah, fuck you Marvel, and just go off act like a little kid again. People do that shit. So with this coming out that Rotten Tomatoes pretty much purposely held back everybody's fucking reviews and all that shit. And I know everybody gonna say, well, WB is kind of shooting themselves in the foot because they're not doing XYZ and they're not coming out with that shit. WB don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. No, you're trying to deflect. Well, why WB is not bringing it out? The reason why they're not is because the reason that they're not, I don't know why they're not. I don't give a shit why they're not. It doesn't take away from the fact that somebody did something fucked up and they're purposely trying to downvote a movie. And there's evidence of you trying to block all the good shit coming toward the movie. How in the hell? How is it possible that movies that didn't even come out yet will get like 90%? How is it even possible when critics don't even see a movie yet, haven't even screened the movie yet, get a fresh view? It hasn't even been viewed yet. Yo, Ragnarok, a movie I like, by the way. Ragnarok got a fucking fresh before anybody fucking seen it. I'm like, yo, that should wake up people. That's all I'm saying. And I'm not coming on here saying, oh shit, yeah, that's right, WB, oh, that's right. No, because WB don't owe me shit. I love DC Comics. They don't owe me shit. They don't. So I feel as though that my conspiracy theory is that a lot of people, even including my own partner, had told me, stop D. Disney is evil, but they're not that evil. Yeah, they're not. I mean, I guess they're not, but you know, they have influence. Everybody has influence. And I think a lot of people don't realize that shit. It's one thing that is starting to really come to light in the internet age, and I think a lot of people have not realized that. Like I said, words have power, people are sheep, and if it gets loud enough, people are going to straight up follow that logic. They're going to follow that ideal. And is that saying that Batman vs. Superman deserved to get hammered? No, I love that movie, and I can tell you one thing: that Martha scene made no fucking sense. I love that movie, but yo, some of that shit y'all could have like, yo, speed it the fuck up. You know what I mean? It doesn't take back what, no, damage is done. And here's the other thing: they made it millions of dollars, by the way. So, you know, it doesn't even matter. I know one thing. Looks like we're going to be doing a recording. I don't know if I'm going to do a live or whatever tonight, but I'm going to see the movie tonight, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to sit there. And I know you're watching this, Chris. I don't give a shit. But I'm going to have to sit there and look at your ass as you try to like, well, that one part was dumb. Shut the fuck up. I know I'm going to have to deal with that shit. But you know what? It's all good. So next time I do this shit is if something big happens enough to make me say, hey, I could just press the live button. Go ahead, mention Iron Man 3. Ride a dick, Chris. Bye.